Hi, I'm Danny Gasparini, and welcome to this segment of Penn Voice. I'm joined today by Hart and Susie Peyton. Both are volunteer board members with the Redwood City Arts and Parks Foundation. I should say that backwards, Redwood City Parks and Arts Foundation. Mac and Susie, welcome.
Thank you.
Really fun stuff to talk about today. But before we get into this sort of speaker series that we're going to talk about, let's give our audience a little bit of an overview of what the Parks and Arts Foundation does. So Mac, I'll toss that one to you.
Yeah, so it's a 501c3 nonprofit that collaborates with a lot of different organizations and programs in Redwood City and the surrounding unincorporated neighborhoods. Mm-hmm. Everything from, and Susie will get more into this, but right. Everything from after-school activities to community events, to mural programs, art, public space, activation of public space in the city. We're like a nimble nonprofit that'll jump in and support a program that already exists, give it a boost that it needs, but also we have many programs that we support on our own.
Well, and Susie, what are some of the examples then of what some of those projects or programs are?
We were started in 2012, and our main mission is to support the Parks and Arts, the Parks Department. Yeah. And so most of our programming revolves around things that the Park Department would support, but they don't have the bandwidth at the time. Right. So our signature events are the Chalk Festival over 4th of July, Chalk Full of Fun. Our Picnic en Blanc is our major fundraiser that we have. We have a family camp out that we do every summer, and we recently, we also have open paint where we allow people to come and paint for free and enjoy themselves. And the programs that we support with the Park Department are we organize all their volunteering, so all the volunteers that they have for their summer events, whether it be Bucket Brigade raising money at the concerts or their Salsa Festival or Oktoberfest, we organize volunteers for them.
So it looks like you work really closely with the Redwood City Parks the Parks Department, the city department, and then you're figuring out how, if you raise a little extra money, how you might then support some of the programs and projects that they're doing. Yeah. And one of the initiatives that everybody knows about in Redwood City and beyond is the council really would like to see a park built in the downtown somewhere. I've learned through the two of you that the definition of park could mean a whole bunch of different things, and location, space, and what it is also. You've developed a series that you want to bring forward to the community and talk about this. So Mac, why don't I start with you and what this speaker series is going to be about?
Yeah, so the City Council gave the directive to the Parks Department to go forward with designing and planning some type of park public space on 3 sites. One is the small parking lot, kind of between Milagros and the Downtown Central Library. The other is about an acre between the Sequoia Hotel and City Hall. Mm-hmm. And the third is what's really kind of unused land right now, Redwood Creek. Right. It's kind of behind where the old Toys R Us used to be. Right. It stretches out towards 101. So the Parks Department is now, putting together a request for proposals for design groups and architects moving forward what's probably going to be a 10 or 15 year process. And in the meantime, Redwood City Parks and Arts Foundation is thinking, let's bring in outside experts and different perspectives on what's possible. Right. None of us are pretending to know that we have the absolute best idea for what should be on that parcel or that park or what should be where, but we do know that it would probably be wise to learn from other cities' mistakes and also steal their good ideas. Right. So that's why we thought it was a good idea to, not just the Redwood City Parks and Arts Foundation, but we're partnering. We have a number of other co-hosts in the community that are getting together and realizing these are really valuable sites. We have a lot of stakeholders, be it the Redwood City Library or the Redwood City Improvement Association. And the list goes on and on. Right. Let's get a bunch of experts in park design together and have, a discussion.
Robust conversation.
Yeah, I mean, so it'll essentially be 3 events. Each one will be specific to the specific park site. Mm-hmm. And then the speakers will have done similar projects, some in the Bay Area, some in all over the country.
And my understanding is anyone's welcome to attend, and there's 3. We'll make sure that we get the dates up on the back end of this interview so that people know the dates. But just quickly run through them so people have an idea when they see this show when the dates are.
You know the dates.
I've got them.
Okay.
Thursday, April 11th.
Right.
Wednesday, May 8th, and Thursday, May 23rd, all at 6 o'clock, all at the Fox Forum.
Correct.
But again, we'll put that up on the
Right.
screen. What do you think you're going to garner from these community meetings? Inviting business owners in the downtown, residents of the downtown, community members at large, listening to these sort of experts tell us what has worked in other neighborhoods.
Well, we don't want just to listen to the experts. We want there to be a conversation back and forth. So we're putting together a panel forum format where we listen to their intro as to why they're there and what they bring to the table, and then we're going to have a Q&A with them that questions from the audience as well as questions that have been emailed in, and hopefully our biggest charge up front is to let everybody know that this is happening and that what they can gain from it, what the knowledge that they can gain, and their concerns. Bring your concerns. This is why we're doing this. We're doing this as a public service to the city and the community to figure out the best way to utilize the space the city has.
What are some examples of some really fun park spaces or open spaces that you've seen other cities do?
Yeah, outside of Redwood City that already has a pretty robust heritage of activating downtown space, be it Theater Way or Courthouse Square.
Right.
There's some really interesting things going on with public spaces that can both have a function of parking, but then also can transform to park space.
Wow.
Be that, depending on what season it is, or oftentimes by the hour.
Right.
Depending on the needs. Parking's a big issue. 2 of these 3 sites
would eliminate some
would
parking.
eliminate some parking.
Right.
So we're bringing in experts that have an experience with that, and that's tricky. I mean, there's going to be impacts and there's going to be opportunities for the community.
Right.
Doesn't matter if you're a business owner downtown or you live 3 miles away in Redwood City to benefit from how this works. So that's one area. Another area is with Redwood Creek being one of the sites.
Right.
There's so many complexities with the different, be it state, county, Redwood City, you have tidal waters.
Sure.
How can we all work together to activate that space?
Right.
That's so unique. We're one of the only peninsula towns with
Right.
tidal waters downtown. So we're bringing in people who have experience with projects like that, where there's a creek inlet there's recreational opportunities, things like that. So to kind of give our board and a few other stakeholders in the community a taste of what's possible, is we went to San Francisco and toured a few of the sites.
Right.
That have similar square footage.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Mission Bay, we had a park that had been transformed to create like a mini golf space, which hits home for Redwood City because we recently lost
our
kind of our family fun opportunity of mini golf with the Malibu Grand Prix. So we went to a site where it's a new mini golf public space in Mission Bay.
Right.
Went to a space that was activating kind of local food entrepreneurs with food trucks in an interesting way. Semi-permanence, and then...
So I think what you're telling me is the typical park space that we think about with playground equipment is really the only one opportunity.
It's only
because
one of
there's
many.
Yeah.
One of many. And I'm sorry that we're out of time, so we're going to have to wrap this up. But I think the lesson learned, or something that we take away from this segment, is please come to the speaker series. Give feedback. Where would somebody find out more information?
Our website, the RWCPAF.org.
Okay, and we'll make sure we put that up on the banner.
Yes, and it's free.
Yes.
And it's happy hour, so we're going to have beverages and
food,
some snacks.
Oh, yeah.
And it is, believe it or not, it's going to be fun. It's going to be a unique series, not put on by the city, but put on by us for all the stakeholders to come and learn and give feedback.
Right. And everyone can find out which park is going to be, which park location is going to be discussed at which date.
It's all on
so
our website.
Everybody jump on the website. Well, Susie and Mac, thank you for joining us and telling to us about this great series to learn about potential park locations in the Redwood City downtown area. I appreciate both of you being here.
Thank you.
And we'll see all of you next time on Penn Voice.